Well, hey guys, I am about to tell Lee what today's topic is. Are you
Uh-oh.
ready? Here it goes.
All right.
Why are some young men giving up on dating and marriage?
Oh.
This is the Unexpected Podcast.
Well, hi Lee.
Hey, Ames.
You're looking snazzy in that hat.
I thought I'd spice it up a little.
Oh, sure, spicy.
Yeah.
Well, today happens to be the day that we're recording this, happens to be our oldest son, Luke's 24th birthday. So shout out to Luke. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And I just want to give him a little hats off to being the person who created our intro music for
Yes,
the podcast.
Absolutely.
So he's great at music and composing.
Yeah.
And we're thankful for that. And also, there was a time that you still are, but going through a lot of health challenges, and I was ready to just call it quits on the podcast, at least for a season.
Yeah.
And-
I'm still kind of, not kind of, I'm really going through it still.
Absolutely.
But hey,
But I
It
just
is
want to
what it
say,
is.
it was Luke who also said, I think you guys need to keep going.
mm-hmm.
And I guess he was right. Here we are. We're still going.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. You ready to talk about today's topic?
let's do it.
Now, the reason that this came up, the reason I was thinking about this was based on a post that I saw on X. Okay. And so let me just tell you what the post said and some of the commentary
Okay.
that went along with it. Now, I don't have verification for these stats that this person is giving, but I do have some verification, and I'll clarify that in a moment. So he's saying, new study claims 60 to 80% of men 18 to 40 are no longer getting married. In fact, they aren't even dating. Why is this the case? And then he has men only reply. And then I want to get into some of the replies. Now, again, when somebody throws stats out there, it's like, I'm not sure where they got this study, but there is one, I think it was from the American Sociological Association, which confirms, roughly confirms some of these statistics, that it's a large percentage of young men, 18 to 40, or, whatever age range it applies to, who, for various reasons, and we'll get into some of the reasons that some people are saying, but they're just kind of giving up. They don't want to get married, or they don't want to date, or they don't want to date seriously. So let me just give you...
Yeah, I'm going to wait to talk about this because I've got a few ideas and a few thoughts, and you guys, as you guys know, this is the first time I'm hearing about this, so...
Right. Maybe we should hear your ideas, a few of your ideas first.
Lord.
And
we
here's
don't
the thing.
want... I'm going to get a lot of hate
Well, and
people.
I might get some too, and of course
They're gonna-
I'm going to look at it. And here's the thing, guys. All right, this is the disclaimer I want to give. We're just having discussions here. We're not claiming to be experts.
Nope.
We're open to other opinions and perspectives, so we're always open
throw
to
your comment
comments.
in, good, bad, or ugly. Let's talk about this
Sometimes
because
we're just
it's
talking it
serious.
through.
This is the human race we're talking about.
That's why I brought it up, because it is serious.
this is not good.
Right. It's not good from a practical standpoint. It's not good from a sociological standpoint. Definitely not good from a spiritual kingdom standpoint. So, throw some thoughts out there.
Oh, wow. Where do I start? All right. First of all, in an American society, United States specifically, the Western Hemisphere here, women have become difficult to relate to.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying all women.
Right.
I'm generalizing.
Right.
Men put themselves there because of machismo and not surrendering their pride, not giving up the whole, I'm a man. And then we all went feminine with all of the, toxic masculinity. And then women got turned off because what women do want, they may not admit it. And man, I'm going to get so much hate on this.
I think you might get some love. And
they don't admit it, but they want a man that makes them feel secure. But you got these, God help me, pansies that won't make their women feel secure. They're all about being too sensitive about situations. But these other guys, so it turned women off. And so over time, the guys that are masculine found that women are difficult to relate to because most women are judging men for being too effeminate and self-centered and narcissistic. So there's a big divide and a communication problem because women don't know how to act around men and men don't know how to act around women because they're too busy looking on their phone and trying to judge. So there's so many different layers to this. There's so much there. We couldn't do it all in one podcast, but I will say this, and just to get the ball rolling, we don't have this problem in the Amish community. They're having 10 kids. They have a community. Women are helping men are helping women. They know where they're supposed to be. They know how to work together. They know how to give and take. They know how to respect each other. The next step up, Catholicism. Catholics, they know how to have kids. I'm sorry, that's just what it is.
Well, they prioritize
They prioritize family.
Right.
We as the charismatics, the Pentecostals, some Pentecostals, there are traditional Pentecostals that believe in having many kids, and that's cool. That's another step in it. But Americanized Christianity in our society, we have lost the family value, I believe. Two kids. All right. So everything that you see, okay, I'm going to try to keep us on track. This is deep. Everything that comes out in the government that is like a tax credit or something to that nature, it is for.
We have a ghost. The door behind the camera just opened
by itself. Okay, we letting something in.
Something came in.
All right, Holy Ghost, maybe, I don't know. That was a little odd.
Yeah.
So, where was I at? Okay, yes. So
the two kids.
The two kids. So it's usually something. It's like the parents plus two kids, of four. There's always four.
Mm-hmm.
The American way is two adults and two kids.
Mm-hmm.
We have gotten to that point. Now, why are men not getting married? Women, not all women, they want no kids. Or the men want no kids because they're still adolescents themselves. They haven't grown up. I'm talking, this is multi-layered. This is multiple people. This is not, I'm generalizing mostly because it's so deep and complex in the social construct that we have created in America that we have no relational thought process to make family priority.
Right.
Family is priority.
From the beginning,
family has been priority. You love God, love your spouse, love your kids, and everything else is after that.
Yeah, and like it or not, you can't sustain a society in a healthy way if you don't have healthy families as the norm.
Man, I know I'm going to get so much hate on this.
Yeah, well, and you know what? There's no reason for you to get hate because here's the thing: when we say, and we're generalizing, we say a lot of men are this way, a lot of women are this way. Yeah, it's based on life choices, but also we've been brainwashed. A lot of people have been, because a lot of people only know what they know. They only know what they've been exposed to. And so we have a generation coming up that has been told this is normal and that's normal when maybe it's not normal.
Right.
So that's part of the problem. Let's get into what some of these responses were because
I got some more to say.
Because yours were mild compared to what some of these were. Okay.
Okay. I held back.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Okay, and this is going. I was going to jump into some more stats here, but let's just jump into what one response was. Okay. They're saying men are resistant to this because the risk is too high and the reward is too low. And they bring in this stat, which I think we can confirm this, that 60% of marriages end in divorce. Okay. So a lot of guys are like, I don't want to step up and have that happen.
Yeah.
Because, divorces mess up lives. Okay. And then he put down this statistic, and I actually did some research, and this is actually confirmed, that about 70% of divorces are initiated by women.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is getting into some controversial area, but this person wrote that family law favors women. The women get to keep the kids, get the child support, and spousal support. Yeah, and here's the thing. Maybe this isn't always the case, but we know of specific cases where this is the case. And so it's kind of scary,
Okay, so,
for a man, right?
Okay, let's talk about alimony.
Yeah.
Women want equality. Get a job. I understand. I understand if you're living a lifestyle. Alimony, if extremely rich, both of you can live off of it, fine.
Yeah, there's
but when the guy takes 90% of his pay and gives it to his ex-wife,
I don't know if it's ever 90%,
whatever it is,
a high percentage,
of it. I don't understand that in today's society. It doesn't make sense unless she has zero skills. She has zero way of sustaining. And they've got like 10 kids that she's got to take care of, or however many kids she needs to take care of. And I get that. If it's that much, and then the child support and all that, if the man was unfaithful, he should give all of the check to her. But if he was faithful and she was unfaithful and she's getting alimony because she wanted to go and sleep around and do all her stuff, no, that's wrong.
Well, and some people would argue that say a woman whose priority has been maybe staying home, taking care of kids, whatever, that woman is less likely to be the one who's like, I want a divorce, and so one example. There was a woman who had posted something at one point, that's basically like, okay, I have a good job, a good paying job. And I see all these men out here who are driving better cars than my husband and doing better than my husband, so I deserve better. It's more that extreme career-minded. And let me just share this little... not that we're against women having careers. We're never going to extremes here.
No.
I didn't get that screen capture. But basically, there is a problem where a woman wants two things that aren't compatible.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with women being successful in their careers. But there are women who I want to be successful in my career, and I'm going to do well, and I'm going to make a lot of money. But then they expect a man to be even more successful than them. And it's like, well, wait a minute, you want to take care of yourself, but you expect the man to take care of you. There's something that's not adding up.
That's what I'm talking about with alimony. That's so
right.
And if you're getting alimony and you're doing good, and it's something that has been provided for you, and it's it's legit.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm not talking to you.
Right.
I'm talking to the gold diggers. I'm talking to the ones that they put up a good show at the beginning, and then they turn to a witch later on. And sometimes it's 5 years into the marriage, sometimes it's 10 years into the marriage, and then they turn into, psycho lady.
And to credit you, at the beginning of the podcast, you also pointed out the failure of men. So
absolutely, and I haven't got to men yet.
Right.
Man up.
Right.
This is ridiculous that men won't man up.
Yeah.
I won't say the things that were told to me as a kid whenever I was growing up. to be a man. Because most of that was false. What I've learned a man is someone who loves God, will stand up for righteousness, will stand up for his family and his wife, protect and take care of business, and is selfless.
Right.
It's not about you, dude. It's not about me.
Mm-hmm.
When you get out of yourself, see, this is the weird thing that we don't understand in America. When you give up who you think you are, God will show you who you really are.
Right. Who you
I'm not talking about give up all your ambitions. I'm not talking about give up on everything. I am talking about give up on all of it so that you can receive the real ambition, the real calling, the real understanding of who you are. We don't grasp this whole manhood thing properly, I don't think. And I know there's psychologists and sociologists and different people who have different, theological
not theological.
or also theological
Okay.
farcities that are not coherent to reality. So I told you earlier, I suffered from a certain type of disease, like something that's going on inside of me, and it's, flipridiculitis. That means there's a part of me inside of me. Flipridiculitis is whenever you see the stupid crap that people are doing, and you flip it back from being ridiculous to being common sense, based in fact, or based in spirituality, or based in some epiphany that is true.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So flipridiculitis is a good thing for us to have in this situation, because if you don't get married and have a family and have kids, the human race will go away. Duh.
Right, and that's already a problem, particularly in certain parts of the world, but also right here in the United States.
So we got to put on this. Everybody needs to be so infectious. Flipridiculitis needs to be infectious to society, and we need to get back to. And you know what's awesome though?
What?
I'm seeing this new generation, these new kids, the new kids on the block.
Yeah.
All right. These kids, we're watching them. They're rocking, like jumping with their bikes off of ramps now, going and getting dirty in the mud, out in nature. They're having, the pendulum is starting to swing back.
It is. Yeah.
And that's the good news.
Yeah.
Bad news is it's going to take 25 or 30 years to undo what we've done since the 80s.
Yeah. That's true.
The 80s were weird. The 90s was rebellious and weird.
Right.
The 2000s was just warmongering and self-centeredness and getting to what am I going to do? My calling.
The I generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about me. Then 2010s, we were trying our best to figure out, how do we survive? Because we just screwed up the housing market.
Yeah.
And then we have COVID. How do we get back to being socializing? To be a socialite again?
And that's all of us at all ages.
Where are we at now?
We've all been affected.
2025. We're just trying to figure out how to straighten all this crap out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you brought up a good one here, and it set off something.
I did, because your volume is like
I'm
higher
sorry.
than usual.
I'll adjust that in post. I am an audio guy, and I'll figure it out. I know I've probably peaked a couple times.
We can't adjust it right now.
No, you cannot. But I'm sorry. I know you're wanting to get words in, and I apologize ahead of time. I apologize to everybody out there who thinks that I'm being a jerk or being weirdo or whatever it is, but sometimes the truth hurts. Men, man up. Women, quit beating men down.
Yeah, I agree.
White men have been, not just white men, all men. It ain't just white, it ain't black, it ain't, Asian, it ain't got nothing to do with color.
Right.
Men have been beat down since the 80s, married with children.
Mm-hmm.
Homer Simpson. All the men have been made to look like fools.
Yeah.
Which has turned society. You want to talk about propaganda that has been going on since TV started?
Mm-hmm.
It has been the degrading of the family.
Yeah.
Started off in 2 beds and they wouldn't even touch each other because in the TV show it was rated R for people to sleep in the same bed.
That was one extreme.
That was one extreme.
Yeah.
Then we moved into now they're talking about sex toys on TV nonchalantly.
Yeah.
And cussing constantly.
Yeah.
We have went totally in the other direction. We've got to find some balance here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we neglect reality. There's a term in film called suspension of disbelief. You suspend your disbelief in order to enjoy the story.
Right.
Okay? But man, we need to put it back. We don't need to suspend our disbelief anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We need to pull it back together and say, "Hey, I think this is wrong."
Okay.
We need to draw a line in the sand. It's
time.
time.
Let's do this though.
I'm sorry.
Let's go back to
Here we
our
go.
original question.
Yes.
And then approach it with some compassion, because my heart does go out to the generation of the 20-somethings, because they've seen a lot of things done wrong. Okay. So
there's another perspective.
They're coming at it from, I saw my parents' marriage fail.
Right.
I saw my mom go off and do this, or my dad go off and do this, and they're afraid, and so my heart does go out to those, and we will always want to give the encouragement that, even when it seems impossible, it is possible. You and I mean, we came out of some craziness. And if it wasn't for our firm foundation in Christ,
that's the central part of
we
marriage.
wouldn't have made it. And then second to that is just the commitment, making up your mind that I'm in this for life.
It's a choice.
And you're going to go through
do you remember,
terrible seasons and bumps in the road and think, what's the point of all this?
Do you remember what I told you when we first got married?
You said, I do. And then you said, I'm stuck with you for life.
And even if you hate my guts and I'm sleeping on the couch, we are not getting a divorce.
Right. And
Period.
Yes, absolutely. And I felt the same way.
Yes.
It's like, no, we're in this. Even for me, some of it was, although I believe when you are married, you're making a covenant before God.
It is a covenant before God.
But I also believe for me, part of it was, I'm not going to be a failure. So we're going to make this thing work.
Yep.
Whether it was the right motive or wrong motive,
it's a
stuck.
choice.
We're here.
It's a choice.
Exactly.
Men, don't cheat on your wives. Treat them nice. Treat them like the queen that they are of the house. And do the things that need to be done around the house. And every once in a while, women like it when you do the dishes. And sometimes laundry. Amy doesn't like it when I do laundry. She says I mess it up. But it's fine.
Let me just say, you do everything else superbly.
Well, now I'm a little bit hindered, but,
But you have the ability.
I try my best.
Yeah.
But,
because it's a team effort. And here's another thing you got to say. There's going to be different scenarios. We're not those people that are like one size fits all. You can't go to this extreme and say, all women should stay home and take care of the kids, and the man should be the sole.
No.
That's a great scenario for people who can make that happen and want that to happen.
Absolutely.
That we have not had that option. And so even though when our kids were younger, we sacrificed because we wanted to be with them.
Yes.
So we would tag team, and we didn't put them in daycare. We were able to just
third shift and day shift.
Yeah, and I was just working part time, but there were we made it work. But the point being is, you can't put each other into these boxes.
Yeah.
So the fact that we both work means that we both pull our weight.
Yeah.
And we both step in where we're strong. I mean,
it's called adapting.
Yeah. There's things that he can do that I can't do. There's things that I do that maybe he doesn't do as well or doesn't want to do, and we just make it work.
Not that I don't want to do, it's just you're really smart, and I can't do some of the bookie stuff that you do. Not bookie.
Bookie.
She's not a bookie. My bad.
Hey.
No.
No, I'm not a bookie. Bookkeeping, finances, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And that's another thing. It's like find where your strength is. And that's,
And these guys that can't get married and they're scared to go out or ask her, suck it up. Just go ask her.
Yeah.
Ask
in person.
In person, not online, not in a text, not all that, face to face. Man up, people. Man up.
I like it. That's a good note to end on.
Yeah. And women, quit being difficult.
Definitely.
Am I wrong in saying that?
No, because
20-somethings. We're talking to 20-somethings. And the ones that are past 30 that have not, I'm not saying the hope is over, but I'm saying it's harder.
That's right. That's right.
You need to, it needs to happen in your 20s because it's a statistic.
Here's one of the most important things I think I need to say to young women. That would be that don't expect, don't settle. But on the other hand, don't expect the man that you marry to be perfect, in the first 5 years.
It takes,
Men are always developing. And so I know this from experience. You didn't have full maturity when we got married.
Oh, no.
And I didn't either. But, men work into it. And so you can't.
I was 21 and it's taken 20 years for me to, it took 20 years for me to really grasp.
Yeah.
This whole husband thing.
I think that's where women fall short. That's a big problem. Is they focus on the flaws and don't focus enough on the positives.
Right.
And give time for the flaws to improve.
I'm older now, and I'm still learning, and I'm still striving. I'm still trying. It doesn't mean it's going to be horrible the rest of your life. It means continue to work at it. You're going to work at it till the day you die.
Right.
Accept it. Suck it up. It's fine. It's what life is. Life is what happens after you make your plans. You cannot grasp this until you experience it. It is a learning journey.
Yeah.
And I hope that you get flip-ridiculitis.
Okay, let's go. Let's get that.
Flip-ridiculitis. Say it with me.
I just keep wanting to say diverticulitis.
It's a little different.
Yeah. Flip-ridiculitis?
Yeah, flip-ridiculitis.
All right.
Yes.
Maybe you should write a song about it.
I should.
Okay.
Flip-ridiculitis.
Go write a song.
Woohoo!
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining with us. We want to hear your comments and your perspective.
I'm sure we will.
All right. We'll see you on the next episode.
All right. Bye, guys.
Don't forget to like this video and please subscribe to our channel. Drop your comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you prefer audio podcasts, please follow us on your favorite streaming platform.